The Gunpowder Plot. Who goes there? Friend or foe? Interesting. John Johnson, came the reply, but it was too late. The cloak of secrecy had been lifted. It's a nice phrase. The plot to blow up the Protestant King James I at the opening of Parliament was all but dead. Guy Fawkes, the man responsible for igniting the powder kegs, that's interesting, that was his job, was about to be arrested, and the dream of England returning to its Catholic ways lay in tatters. The date? November 4th, 1605. It took just 3 days of torture in the Tower of London for this strong and powerful man to be broken. 3 days for him to betray his oath of secrecy by revealing the names and whereabouts of his co-conspirators. The rack, after all, is an evil tool, stretching its prisoner until the arms and legs are pulled from their sockets. On January 27, 1606, the remaining 8 plotters were put on trial for high treason. All were found guilty. All were sentenced to death. Hung until almost dead, they were then cut from the gallows, disemboweled, beheaded, and sliced into quarters. Even the 4 fleeing plotters who had been shot at Holbeck House were taken from their graves and had their severed heads sent to London to be impaled on spikes and displayed for all to see throughout the city, designed to show others who wished to harm the king that they would never succeed. This grisly sight must have burned in the minds of all who saw it, and yet, to ensure the defeat of such a treacherous plot would never fade into the mists of time. Shortly after the executions, the government ruled that November the 5th should be a day of Thanksgiving. Ever since this day has been known as Bonfire Night. Ever since this day has been known as Bonfire Night, a time when crowds gather to burn effigies of Guy Fawkes all over Britain. The Gunpowder Plot may have been thwarted, but it will never be forgotten. Remember, the 5th of November. Gunpowder, treason, and plot. I see no reason why gunpowder treason should ever be forgot.